good morning. And it is a good morning because you can hear me, you can see me. That means you alive. So it's a good morning. Amen. It's me, that guy R. Curtis, back at you with something more that comes through me directly to you. And hopefully somebody is blessed by it. Yes, that is the name of the game. So I'm looking at CBS Live or NBC Live. Anyway, on my Roku. Shout out to Roku. And I'm listening to I forget his name. They're insignificant to me, honestly. Um, but anyways, I'm listening to the representative from the Republicans, right? And all I'm hearing is tear down reputations and 40 years ago and blase, 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 and nobody should have to go through that. And I'm thinking the whole time, what's the difference between Brett Kavanaugh going through this and Dr. Bill Cosby going through this? His was 30 plus years ago, 40 plus years ago. What's the difference? And he's just running down Brett Kavanaugh's credentials, professional credentials. Well, could have did the same thing for Dr. Bill Cosby, but it's crazy. It's crazy, but it's a sad truth. But that's our world. That's our justice. Our just us. Because we're the ones. And then here's the funny thing, the ironic thing, is that my cousin sends me a message on Facebook, and it's about some little girl. I guess she stabbed somebody or whatever at school. It's a skit, I can tell. Anyway, so it's a majority, everything. I mean, the majority of the courtroom is all Caucasian, and so the judge says, "I'm going to try the little white girl, going to try her as an African American male," and the court goes crazy. Oh no, no, no! Then it continues. It says that. So then the reporter or the commentator, whatever, said, yes, the jury has been informed that they will be instructed that they will be looking at her not as a white girl, but as a 6'3", 280-pound African American man. And I was like, wow. And they was freaked out. And then the mom comes on and says, "We're gonna make sure that she is seen as I forget what she says, basically a little white girl." And I was like, wow, that's not humor. That's real talk. Just us. There's no justice. It's just us. Um, it's amazing to me because um, who gives you the right? Where do you who 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 is saying, you know what, you guys are in charge, what you guys say goes? And when I say you guys, I'm talking about the powers that be, whoever it is. I mean, that right there kind of says it right there. You know, Kavanaugh, he's white, and he, took advantage of some lady, or at that time young lady in college, and they're shining it off like, I mean, that's 40 years ago. Okay, Dr. Bill Cosby was 40 years ago, but you sent him to prison. You sent him to prison. You sent this man to prison. He raised your kids. He raised your kids. Cliff Huxtable. He raised your kids. I don't know. I mean, I'm just venting because I typically like to just stay in my lane, But yeah, it's such is life. That's what they say. It is what it is. That's how they put it. I say it's time to get right and quit. Quit faking the funk. Quit acting like everything is everything. Quit acting like it's all fair. Quit acting like that, because that's a lie. Anytime, anytime I could sit in a conversation with, say, 2 or 3 white guys, and they're talking about they've had 5 and 6 DUIs, 5 and 6 DUIs, and they still got their license. And I could sit in a room with 2 African American gentlemen, and oh man, I got a blower in my car, and I got this, that, and the third, and how many times oh, this is like my second. You know what I'm saying? The bad part is that we accept it. That's the problem. We accept this. We accept this behavior. And the reason why I say we accept it is because we don't fight it. We didn't really fight for a bill. We don't fight for the fact that we get 2 DUIs. I mean, we shouldn't get any, honestly. However, it still needs to be balanced. We don't fight anymore. We don't come together anymore and fight. And I'm talking to my brothers and my sisters. I'm talking to my African Americans. I'm talking to my black folks. We don't fight. Back in the day, we had to unite. We had to unite. We had to wade in the water. We had to sing songs to communicate with each other. We had to hide that we could read. So we had to come together. There was a unity, but there was always a Judas. There's always going to be a Judas. It just is what it is. But for the most part, we came together. Now we're so far apart. We're so separated, and we're segregated within our own race. It doesn't make any sense at all. And until we actually do come together, they will be in power. They will be able to shoot us down in the streets and get away with it. They will be able to say, oh, well, the kid was coming at me with a knife. It's a knife. Shoot his hand off. Oh, well, police officers are trained to, if they pull their weapon, to kill. Really? Okay. So what about when the cat with the knife climbed over the White House fence? I think he just got apprehended. I believe they did pull their weapons, but he just got apprehended, right? He had a knife. He was going to try to kill President Obama at the time. It's off balance. It's really BS. It's really we are the chosen few. Ridiculed, beaten, killed, enslaved, excuse me. Got to work a little bit harder than the average. Otherwise, we're not seen. We got to outshine the average by being well over average. So we need to get this together. First of all, what we need to do is we need to pray more. We need to ask for divine guidance. We need to believe it, and we need to walk in it. Because this is not going to change. It's only going to get worse. We're segregated within our own race. We got to get this right, y'all. We got kids, we got grandkids, we got the future looks bleak. Seriously. I mean, we got our kids going to prison at 14, at 17. Then they come out, all they can do is be slaves because they don't have any skills. Or they have some skills that they learned inside, which blue collar skills, I guess. I don't know. We got to figure it out. We got to figure it out. It's 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 a sad truth, but we gonna get it right. I got faith in God, and I and you are God's children, so it's gonna be figured out. Anyway, it's not supposed to be on a sad note. It's supposed to be on a motivation note. It's supposed to be on something that's going to stimulate your brain, stimulate your mind. It's supposed to hit that 90% over there um, that they say we don't touch. That's what it's supposed to do. And then when it does that, then we make changes within ourselves, and we do what we have to do as an individual, right? And then you lead by example, and eventually it's the domino effect. Except we don't fall down, we just stack up. God bless you guys. Thank you for listening. Um, Pray. Ask for your divine guidance. Ask to be shown what you need to be doing. It'll come to you. Thanks again. I'm out. That guy Curtis. Deuces.